What is up, you guys? Doing something a bit more different. Not a Marvel Legends action figure review, but this is a DC Multiverse action figure review. Um, so today I'm going to be reviewing, of course, Dr. Savannah and Shazam. They're pretty great figures and I do like them, but let's get to the accessories and then we'll get to the figures themselves. Here we have the accessories. Dr. Savannah comes with two head sculpts, one with glasses, one without, and then he also comes with two fists for hands, and then two open hands. These two open hands are, of course, for the magic 8 ball, or any pose that you want to think of. But look at the 8 ball, man, that's nice. I wish that it would have had like something here, even if it was just painted. But this is nice. I like it. So I think this one is this hand, I'm guessing left. I don't know, or the left is mainly for the magic 8 ball because of the way it looks. So you see how well it fits in there. Um, of course, it does. I thought it was gonna fall. I guess it doesn't fall, but or it isn't very loose, but it does fit in well. I do think that this does look like the actor himself, by the way. Um, Not dead on, but it does remind me of him. This is, of course, the glasses or the eyes with glasses. I wish that it came with a head sculpt where it was just his normal glasses instead of these sunglasses. Um, and you can see the scar right there, which is nice. I like that scar. That's nice. And then it comes with a serious head. So, like the blue paint that they added there, and then you can see the scar as well going across his face. I do enjoy that. Now, the one minor gripe that I have with those heads is the peg. The peg looks very small. Let me see if I can show you guys. You see the peg? It looks very small, especially when you're gonna put the head in there. So, and it also feels very weak. I'm gonna try to pop it on camera. It also feels very weak, but I can't pop it on camera. But it will pop in there, and it will be in there, and it kind of requires a lot of pressure to it. But it's simple as that. And then you have the hands over here. The hands are very simple to put in. It's kind of like a Marvel Legend where you just go ahead and just put it in. And then let's go ahead and put the fist hand. But let's take a look at the fist hand. Detail on the ring is quite nice. I do like the ring. I do like it. It's very hard as well to see which fist is which, especially if you have both of them. But I like to tend to think that the one with the middle finger, you can see in this one, you can see the sculpting that the middle finger is a bit elevated than the Shazam. So it's kind of nice that they did this for it. But as I said, you can just go ahead and easily put them in, and yeah, there you go, figure with both hands. I do actually like more of the fist for hands on both sides of the figure, but it's up to you, man, or women, or it doesn't matter who you're watching. But the Shazam also comes with open hands, so check it out. Do you like this? You can get them in like a Arnold Schwarzenegger pose. And then here you have the fist hands again, and the open hands. I see no point in these hands. If they were to give him a staff, or the staff, I would have liked that to also be an accessory for either or. But if it was to be for the staff, I think I would have liked that. That would have been pretty cool. But I have no use for them, honestly. Same thing goes with Shazam. They're just very simple to put in. Let's put the left arm or right hand instead as this one. Let's put a fist, and you can recreate poses. That's the best I could put him in the pose. I'm sorry, guys. That's the best one I could do. You could also have him dabbing, but that's kind of cringe or cringy. But again, for Shazam as well, I like to put on both of the fisted hands. So, again, it's up to you. But let's go on to the figures now. Fun fact, actually, or funny story, I didn't actually get the Dr. Savannah until later on after I had gotten the Shazam. I didn't think I was gonna like the Dr. Savannah figure at all, and I didn't think the movie was gonna be good either. But I saw the movie and I enjoyed it to the point where I actually bought this figure. This figure is not the best out of the two. Uh, Me personally, I like the Shazam better, and these figures are probably the best we've ever gotten from uh, any DC multiverse figures. If you've seen the recent ones, they're just awful in my opinion, and they're the reason why I didn't collect any DC figures or 6-inch figures. They were nothing compared to Marvel Legends. So having the Shazam with this new articulation, having the Dr. Savannah with this, it really made it fun. But let's take a look at the detail, shall we? So I do like the blue, how it came out. I like the coat, how it came out as well. And the coat is a very soft plastic, so I kind of like it. Kind of reminds me of rubber. But you can actually take off the coat. I'm going to go ahead and put a picture up now. It kind of looks weird though. He has no... The sleeves are black. It would have been cool if we had like interchangeable arms or something, kind of like the Crocodile, Killer Croc, but we don't have it. Anyway, I do like how it looks. I really like it. The plastic is very soft as well, which is something we normally don't see. So soft that you can actually have it bring it up. So that's pretty cool. It won't hinder the articulation or anything. So I do enjoy that. I do enjoy that this is a very pliable plastic, or a very movable plastic. But here you have a very open seam there. There isn't a lot of colors. It's just black, of course. But I like that you can see a different tone of black from the leg to the shoe to the coat. So that's nice. Would have been cool if they added colors here on the buttons, but it's fine. And this is one piece here, and then this is a skirt type of thing where, you know, it allows a cut. Oh, and here's a cut as well. But this is a very dark, by dark I mean by colors, but the colors are very dark compared to the Shazam. They are nothing compared to the Shazam, but look at the detail on this. I like it. I'm saying I like the detail a lot because this is a huge upgrade to, you know, in my opinion, to any of the past DC figures. But I do like how it came out. There's some paint missing there, like a little spot, but you know, other than that, that's fine. That's fine. Relation. This figure doesn't look up that far. He looks up about that much. It's not that far, but he does have a crunch that can make him look a bit farther back, so kind of like that. His arm does go out that far. He has an upper arm cut, you know, right there. He has a single jointed elbow that bends in more than 90 degrees, which I enjoy, by the way. I just wish that it would bend in a bit more, but other than that, it's fine. He has no cuff rotation, but that's, you know, I don't see why I'm expecting that. But his wrist does turn a full 360, goes down, up, right? Doesn't hinge up and down, but hinges side to side, right? And it does rotate, as I said. He has a crunch that goes forward around that far. Has a crunch that goes back about a little bit. And then he has waist rotation, which is pretty cool. And then his legs do kick forward that far. He has upper thigh cut, double jointed knees. His ankle moves down, moves up, but no ankle pivot. That's the one thing that I wish this figure had, ankle pivot, you know, especially since it comes with the Shazam figure, you know. But it's still a good figure. I like it. Now on to the Shazam. And here we have Shazam. I didn't like the suit at first, to be honest. It seemed too cartoonish. It seemed too bright for Shazam. It wasn't going with the DC universe, you know. And then I felt like the small cape wasn't a good idea. But as I was watching the movie, that I actually fell in love with the cape because it was quite big. It could cover his whole body. You know, it was pretty cool. I do like this cape. It is made out of plastic, but I wish that it was a cloth cape. That would have been pretty cool, and the hood was actually movable. Um, Other than that, no, I really enjoy this figure. This figure is probably one of my favorite figures of them all. You know, that's how much I enjoy it. I wish that both of the figures actually had come with at least some lightning accessories, or probably the staff that I had said, or something, because I know that the basic figures, which I'm going to show right about now, I know that the basic figures actually came with the seven deadly sins. Now, I'm not saying that I want these DC multiverse figures to have the seven deadly sins. Would be cool. What also would be cool is if it was like a collect and connect type of thing. A build a figure. I was gonna say build a figure, but if it was a collect and connect type of thing where we would have to build one of the seven deadly sins with about all of the all of the Shazam family, that would have been great in my opinion. I would have actually enjoyed buying them all because it was just a pretty good movie. But here you can see the costume, and I do love that the whole suit has this pattern to it. I don't know if you guys can see it. It's a pretty nice pattern, and I do enjoy it. I do enjoy that the whole suit has that. And then the lightning bolt looks great as well. I do like that too. Of course, these are plain, but you can see that they were tigers, and in they had a tiger type of shape or engraving to them in the movie, but they don't have them now. Then you have this same pattern. Now this pattern is the pattern that we see on the suit. Of course, it's smaller and it's almost everywhere, and it's covering the whole suit. I think I would have liked also a Billy Batson figure, but we get what we get, you know. It's fine. It's kind of weird that Hasbro. This isn't Hasbro, by the way. Mattel is not going to be making the toys anymore. It's going to be McFarlane USA, or isn't that a movie? It's going to be McFarlane Toys. They make, I think, Stranger Things toys and iZombie toys and action figures. And I don't know. It's kind of weird. Hopefully they'll make better figures, but this is a good figure in my opinion. Would have made these figures, I think Mattel would have stayed with DC licensing. But for articulation, this guy looks up not too far, just looks up that much, which is a bummer. I wish that he did look up farther more, kind of like the Dr. Savannah. But he looks down a little bit more than up, so that's good. No head pivot, moves a little bit, but no head pivot. Rotates side to side, of course. His arm does go out that far. You know, when I would do that, I was kind of afraid that it would scuff up the sculpted and detailed, but it doesn't, so that's good. I also like how this pattern doesn't affect the pattern that's on the figure, so that's good as well. But the arm does move out that far, so let me show you guys that far. Has an upper bicep swivel, so that's cool. Double jointed elbows, which look tremendously weird. I mean, look at this. Look at this. They don't look that well, in my opinion. They don't look good. But both of them look like that. I think it's better that we got the double jointed elbows, though, than having the single one, kind of like Dr. Savannah. But I do like what they did here as well with the stomach and ab articulation. So the ab does move forward about that much, moves back so it's good because now the Shazam can actually look up that much. It does swivel. It has a waist swivel, so that's good as well. It rotates right there. Has kicks forward that far, not that far. Kicks back, doesn't kick back at all. Has an upper thigh cut, and then he has double jointed knees, which also looks a bit weird from the angle, but from here, from the front, doesn't look that bad. He has no boot rotation, which I wish that boot rotation was given, but that's fine. His ankle does move down, and I do hate how that looks. I mean, you don't see it until you pay attention to it, but that's fine. I just don't like how it looks. I wish that Hasbro did something. I mean, Hasbro again. Okay, Mattel, not Hasbro, not Hasbro. but I wish that Mattel did something about that. It does go up that far, and this one has ankle pivot unlike the other one. Compared to Iron Man himself, that was kind of sad that he died in Endgame. But as you can see, you know, Marvel Legends, this is the light projection one. This one doesn't have articulation, but you can tell by the other parts that it does have articulation and that it is something that we've been missing from Mattel, you know, hence why I never actually collected Mattel figures. But let's compare Dr. Savannah to another Mattel figure that I have. So here's Dr. Savannah compared to the Wonder Woman love interest, Steve, of course. And you can tell how much or how well Mattel really kicked it up, especially for this line of figures. I hate the coat for this one because it hinders the articulation, or well, I guess no articulation since they don't have articulation as much as this one. But you can see that this one does bend in at 90°, but this one does bend in more so. And then this one doesn't have the upper arm swivel right there, or the arm cut right there. So that's good. This one didn't come with any interchangeable stuff, unlike this one. So that's good that they paid attention to this. I think this figure was good in my opinion, and it really resembled, in my opinion at first, it really resembled a lot of the actor that had played him in Wonder Woman. But after seeing these figures, I just don't like this figure at all anymore. You know, it's just, I don't know, it's not good anymore. It doesn't have any articulation on this one either. So what's the point of even having this one? This one's crap. Ooh. I did enjoy these figures, and I do recommend them, especially if you're a huge Shazam fan. The movie was good in my opinion, and probably I'll have a talk about the movie or whatnot. But my next video is probably going to be a blade builder Star Wars lightsaber. I know it's kind of a weird thing. Kind of try to do something a little bit more different, you know. Something more for kids, but also for, you know, teenagers and adults. But yes, this is my action figure review on both of these. For the price points that I paid, they were worth it, I think, in my opinion, and I do enjoy these figures. I do love them. I do suggest that you get them, and there will be pictures at the end, so stay tuned. Alright guys, like, subscribe, share the video if you think it's shareable. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because I do want to produce more action figure reviews for you guys. And yeah, that's about it. See you guys later.